Happy 4th of July, everybody. Well, almost 4th of July, I guess. So I'm Amanda Diaz here, the marketing coordinator at Desert Valleys. And today's episode, we are welcoming Stephen Birdwell. And welcome.
Hello.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and what's your favorite thing about 4th of July?
Okay, first off, my real name is Stephen Birdwell. Everyone knows me as Mike. I run Ridgecrest Shoutouts. I'm also the Lions Patriotic Chairman. I
love that title, let me tell you.
You know.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, it's also stressful.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing about the 4th of July, probably the fact that the 4th never lands on a Saturday.
You know?
It lands on it occasionally, like last year, but we didn't do a show last year.
I feel like there was something bigger going on that kind of like canceled everyone's plans. So, but I mean, I could be wrong.
No, I just love the comments on Facebook.
I know. Like as if anyone has control of when July 4th lands.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they do. If you do, please leave a comment and I'll reach out to you directly. So, but no, I love the 4th too. I mean, granted, my dog hates it and I feel bad for my dog, but I'm always a fan of like those little 6-pack of sparklers.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't care how old I'm going to be. I will always buy out whatever firework booth I'm at of sparklers. And my poor son, he like has gotten that also. So awesome. Well, welcome today. We're going to be talking about the community fireworks show. And we are having one this year.
Yes.
But not on the 4th.
No. On the 3rd. Sorry, everyone.
But it is on a Saturday.
Yes.
So, and that's kind of helpful. And we'll get into a few reasonings as to why it's not on the 4th.
Oh, yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to touch on stars a little bit. Thank you to everyone, community members and members of Desert Valleys. We've raised so far over $2,500. And that was our original goal. So I'm excited to present a check to you today for at least the $2,500. So they have been going crazy out there. It's become this fun little competition and we're happy to support the fireworks show.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we definitely love all of it. So let's go ahead and get into the history of the community show.
Oh, the history of the fireworks. Okay. So this year would probably, I think, if I'm counting correctly, the 28th year, if it was consecutive. We've missed a few years because COVID,
right.
And then there was 2018 when the Lions decided not to do it.
Okay.
You know, they put it out there. Everyone was worried. Everyone complained about the 2018 not having a fireworks show.
Everyone, as in like
the community.
Okay.
A lot of people didn't realize that the Lions are the ones that do it. So
I feel like that has come to light more recently, that it is them like organizing.
So social media is a powerful tool if you know how to use it.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. So I mean, ultimately, the Lions Club are the ones that have been putting on the fireworks show for the past 28 or so years.
Okay.
I don't know the exact amount of years.
But still, that's fantastic. It's almost,
Yeah, trust me, I do not envy. I do not envy, by the way. Shout out to Lion Stephen Morgan. Oh, my goodness. You're a trooper putting it on for that many years. It's definitely something that takes a lot of time and effort to put on every year.
I feel like as soon as the event's over, you're already planning for the next year.
You're right. We have to, because we have what a lot of people don't understand is the 4th of July doesn't and can't always land on the 4th.
Right.
One reason for that.
I feel like 2019 was
June 29th.
Yes.
You know, thankfully, because on what happened on July 4th?
I mean, a little bit of rocking and a rolling.
And that would have shut us down.
Oh, completely.
Yeah, we would not have had fireworks that year. But one reason why it's hard to have it on the 4th is the cost. The cost is substantial. Because it's a federal holiday. You're paying extra for them to work.
Okay, so
the other thing is donations.
For who to work? For
the pyrotechnician.
Okay.
You know, you have to pay the technician and his crew. And they require like 10 people.
I'm sure that's a safety measure as well to have that many people there.
Yeah.
So,
And then, well, you have to have people to run the water truck and everything like that, just in case anything goes wrong.
so they're working on a federal holiday itself.
Yeah, there's that. Then you have to take into consideration the state fire marshal, and they gouge you. They charge $240 an hour.
Whoa.
Yeah, and they thankfully, recently they decided not to up their charge next year.
Okay.
If they had upped their charge, we would have been paying quadruple that.
Wow.
Because we would have had to pay for multiple fire marshals, not just one.
That is insane.
Yes.
So totally see where all the donations start going towards quickly.
The fire marshal alone is anywhere between $4,000 to $5,000 just for the day.
So when people hear like, oh, if it's on the 4th and it costs more, I think people instantly correlate that to the fireworks themselves.
Yeah.
But it's not that.
It's not just the fireworks.
Okay.
You know, yeah, fireworks you can buy at a booth. We don't do that.
Well, no, because if you're buying the big ones that go boom in the air at a booth, like you're not in California.
Yeah, exactly. And then you commit a crime crossing that border.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. I don't condone that, anybody. So please don't. Anyway,
We've been seeing a lot over Ridgecrest Heights. Hint, hint.
yeah, hey, I wasn't putting out anybody. But no, so ultimately it's more cost effective, especially with the donations that we actually get. Mm-hmm. When the Lions were running the fireworks for years, the donations dwindled over time. Costs went up, donations dwindled.
Okay. Was that just lack of pushing it, reaching out?
I think it's
community involvement with the asking?
It was community involvement and the ability to use social media.
Okay.
None of the Lions knew how to utilize social media.
Well, and I still remember like very distinctly in my mind is every year going to John's Pizza and them having the little firework donation can.
We still do that.
So
we still have those donation cans out.
It's just a touch of nostalgia for me. It's just fun.
we don't really use the firework ones anymore. We use just plastic jars now, especially with people running off with them. Yeah, that's a problem.
That happens sadly.
Yeah.
So the fireworks show is completely donation funded.
Yes.
Okay.
And
do you want to shout out to any sponsors for that? I'm sure there's like some.
Well, first of all, thank you, Desert Valleys. One of our biggest sponsors this year.
We love it. Like, honestly, and it's not just us. Like, our members have been having fun. There's like, even on the member side, some people come in, they're like, I have to make a donation today. I'm competing with my brother to see how many stars we get up on the lobby. And I'm like, what?
Hey, you know what? Hey, if they're having fun doing it, I support it.
And then I think it makes it fun for everybody.
Yeah, and not to mention they get something out of it.
Yeah.
They have a fun time out of the fairgrounds when we actually have the event.
Exactly. And we'll get into details about that later.
Yeah. But I mean, other than Desert Valleys, we've got RED Electric, we've got Ridgecrest Regional Hospital, McDonald's, Darrell Grace South Bay EDC, Floor Quake Productions Incorporated, Flightline Tap Room, and on top of that, I want to say this. He might be anonymous, but we did the private Ridgecrest citizen for the matching donor of up to $5,000.
Oh, wow.
If he messaged me privately, anonymously, and everything, said, "Hey, I'll put down $5,000 in donation to match $5,000."
Amazing.
That was just to get the public to start gearing up, and ever since then, it has.
That's fantastic. Like, that is one thing I love about Ridgecrest itself is the community involvement and support when it does come out, when it does show its colors.
Oh, yeah.
So, wow, shout out to him. Thank you so much.
Yeah, ultimately, the community is a great community. When I think it's more along the lines of they don't want to just be the only ones doing it, and they want to see something actively doing it.
Right.
So with that matching donor, it got people to step up to the plate, and they started going, okay, well, we got somebody willing to do something.
Oh, absolutely. And that funneled into stars here. Like we started putting up a few names on our lobby windows and it generated some interest, more people on there, and then started going.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's just more along the lines of everyone just not wanting to be the only one doing it.
It's okay to sometimes be the only one doing it.
I
or taking
agree.
that first step.
Yeah.
Step out of your comfort zone, people. Tip of the day. So that's amazing. And it's Ridgecrest Shoutouts.
Yes.
Let's touch on that too, because I mean, great organizing this year's event.
Well, it was 2019 too.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Ridgecrest Shoutouts. This year, it's actually Ridgecrest Shoutouts. We're working with the Lions Club,
Okay.
but ultimately, it's Ridgecrest Shoutout. It's a Ridgecrest Shoutouts event this year.
And Ridgecrest Shoutouts is a local organization
Yes.
to help the community,
Yes.
not just with fireworks.
Not just with fireworks, but for like fire victims. Like last year during the fires, we sent, I want to say 4 or 5 trucks
Oh, wow.
outward to the first responders,
Okay.
worth of donations of, energy drinks, all sorts of different things.
Okay. That's fantastic to know.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure it helps also people locally. Like you're saying, the fire victims, like I've seen it a few times with like people's homes who've burnt down
Oh, yes.
and being tagged in it and everything.
Yeah. When I'm tagged,
Yes.
that's one thing I would love for the community to do is if you guys see something like that, please tag me. Mike Birdwell on Facebook, tag me so I can see it. I have been told that I select people, but if I'm not told something, I can't help.
And now on Facebook, it's Ridgecrest Shoutouts is the correct page, or is it Ridgecrest Shoutouts Aid?
It's Ridgecrest Shoutouts Aid.
Okay.
But typically I won't be notified if someone tags the page.
Mm-hmm.
But if they tag me directly, Mike
You'll be
Birdwell,
notified.
I'll be notified.
Okay. And then I can definitely tag you in the comments of this episode so people know.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, let's dive into this event this weekend. Tell us a little bit about what's happening on Saturday.
Okay, so this Saturday, unfortunately, we do not have any local bands. What we do have is we have the Folkos coming out.
Okay. I feel like they're very popular around here.
They are. They were the big band in 2019, and they were the ones that drew everybody in and everything like that.
I feel like someone on there was on some sort of show or something or other.
Oh yeah, Joey Folko was on The Voice. Yes.
So she's so nice and so great too.
Oh yeah.
But
I don't know if she'll be joining us this year.
okay.
So I'm just putting that out there. I don't know if she's going to be joining us this year.
Still a fun time. Still great music, upbeat, everything for the occasion.
And then we've got vendors. We've got shaved ice. We've got lemonade. We've got Pita Fresh is coming out. We've got Bake My Day that's going to be there with a whole bunch of sweets for the kids.
Yum.
Yeah, you heard me, parents. Sweets for the kids.
But it's open door. Let them run around. Have fun.
Exactly.
Burn it off.
Sweets for the kids. Let them burn it off. And then when they get home, conk out.
Hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
So, and all of that is individual cash paying.
Yes, the vendors the vendors are cash. They're cash, card, whatever.
And we will be out there as well with our ATM mobile branch on site for anybody who needs cash.
Yeah, that's a big plus.
Come by, say hi to myself. Eric will be out there, a few of our team members. So come hang out. So that'll be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the event itself, free to attend.
Free to attend, free parking.
Okay.
So
First come, first serve, I assume.
Yep. First come, first serve. There will be handicap parking closest to the gate.
Will anyone be out there directing?
Yes.
Okay.
IWV cert got the okay today. Today. I think today.
I think it was today.
I think it was today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were talking about that like we just got parking figured.
We just got parking figured out again. So IWV cert will be out there guiding and everything like that.
Okay.
And ensuring that people are doing what they're supposed to.
organized in lines? Because if not, I can only imagine that crazy chaos.
Yeah, hopefully not 2019 again.
People just parking wherever they want to.
Well, 2019, we had 3 rows. We had car, and then another car right behind it. So the middle car couldn't get out.
I was going to say, what happens to that middle car?
Yeah.
Is it a lot of like, get on the mic and be like, person who owns this make and model with this license plate?
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
So
I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. Are people allowed to bring in their own, like, I don't want to say BYOB, but
yeah, no BYOB.
Like BYOF, bring your own food, snacks.
You can bring your own snacks. You can bring your ice chest. Ice chests will be required to be searched at the front of the gate. Security will check. If you don't allow them to check, you won't be allowed to bring in the ice chest.
Okay. And now I assume there's alcohol on site, so that's the reasoning.
Exactly.
Okay.
Alcohol is provided by partners this year. They're coming out there.
Okay. Thank you, David and Sari.
Yeah. Can't have people bring in their own alcohol because then it's a whole ABC law
liability issue with the licensing. So everybody, please, please, please be respectful of that and support another local business that's bringing that out there.
Precisely. And also, there will be no smoking and no vaping on the fairgrounds. So
I feel like that's a fire issue too, though.
It is a fire issue. And with the fire marshal out there, the last thing I need is to have another fire issue.
And that's just nice at a family-friendly event. Like, I don't want to bring my toddler out there and have to be constantly, like, covering his face.
Exactly.
Or shushing the air.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and security will be escorting people out if they do after a single warning.
Okay.
You know, they get a warning. If they do it again, they're escorted out.
Okay, well, that's nice. That's nice for everybody.
It's just a precaution.
Okay. Now we will be raffling off. So we were very lucky to get 10 seats in priority seating.
Yep.
So everybody, tomorrow, Win It Wednesday, there'll be 10 winners with priority seating. And go ahead and tell them a little bit about what little special perks they get.
Okay, so with priority seating, you get your own with Desert Valleys. You guys your banner will be on your guys' pop-up.
Oh, okay.
You guys will be able to tell where you guys are going to be sitting.
Okay.
It's also a little larger than the other.
I feel like that's just Desert Valleys. We don't know how to be little.
But with the specialized or the special viewing seats, you get the pop-up. You get a food and drink runner. Volunteer who's going to be, if you guys want something, they'll run to the vendor and get it for you or whatever and bring it to you. So you don't have to sit there and get up and down, up and down, up and down.
Okay. So definitely tune in tomorrow, guys, on social media and get your entry to win in Win It Wednesday. So that'll be nice shading. So can people bring their own pop-ups then that aren't in priority?
We do allow people to bring their pop-ups. We ask that everybody be respectful of everyone. Don't create a blanket of pop-ups.
Okay.
Because then you're not going to be able to watch what you want.
Yeah. Right. But definitely bring your own seats, like camp chairs.
Definitely bring your own seats. Bring umbrellas. You bring those gigantic umbrellas if you want.
Like beach umbrellas.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that makes sense. I mean, you don't want to miss, like, if you have a whole row of canopies, you're going to be blocking the view of the actual main show.
Yeah, you're going to have people in the center who aren't going to see anything.
Right. And what time does the show start?
Okay, so the event starts at 4 p.m., but the fireworks start launching at 9.
Okay.
And it'll be about from launch to finish, it'll be about a 25-minute show.
That is a long show.
Well, I'm saying 25 minutes from the launch to the explosion.
Okay.
Trying to give us a little bit of time to...
But that's still great. It's not like, I remember a few times before it'd be like about 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Well...
And it's like...
We typically tried to keep it around... For years, it was around 19 minutes. But lately, we've been expanding them out to about 21 and a half minutes.
Okay.
We've expanded it out as much as the company will let us.
That's amazing, though. I think that is the big value, another big draw.
Yeah.
So something like this event, how do you guys put it on? Is it all volunteer?
Yes. Volunteer being the key word here.
Communities, perk your ears up, take notes.
Yeah. This is something that I've touched on quite a bit, and I can't touch on it enough.
So you could have all the donations in the world, but
Without volunteers, it doesn't happen.
okay.
This is one reason why I have to say this. Brenda, Dawson, Melanie, Calvin, all of IWV cert. I love you to death. You guys are amazing. Every time I need you, you step up. Community wise,
Okay.
there is an extreme lack of motivation for volunteering. One thing about volunteering, especially if I'm running an event, people, I provide food, I provide drinks, I provide shade and AC. You have perks to volunteer. Volunteering is a good thing.
Also a reference later on.
Exactly. Volunteer work is a reference on a resume.
I hear so many youth that are starting out and people are now requiring more resumes to get a job. And they're like, I have nothing to put on it.
Yeah.
Volunteer.
Yeah. Volunteer for a nonprofit. 4th of July is a great time.
There's no school.
Yeah. You have no school unless you're taking summer school or summer classes or whatever.
So how would one reach out to you to volunteer?
Facebook, phone,
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
It's everywhere.
Just reach out and be like, I need to volunteer. Like, how do I do this?
Yes.
And that's how I can tag you in today's show.
Yeah, just simple. Message me. Ask how you can volunteer, what you need or what we need, and things like that. Come out early on the 3rd, not the 4th, the 3rd, and ask, hey, what can I do to help? Simple.
And still, like right now, you can have people reach out to you, and I'm sure you have
yes.
something for them to do.
Oh yes, there's always something. It doesn't matter. I could use 100 volunteers, and I can find something for people to do.
I mean, true, very true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, is that one of obviously the donations are ramping up?
Yeah.
But volunteerism, we still need to include that to keep the show going in the future.
Yes. As of right now, with the way volunteer is going, this is looking to be the last show this year.
Okay, Ridgecrest, surrounding communities. Next year, mark your calendars. I don't have one in front of me, but whatever weekend the 4th of July fireworks show lands on, I'm assuming it's going to be July 2nd.
I believe so.
Block out some time, be a volunteer for an hour, 2 hours, set up, breakdown, reach out to Mike so we have a show next year.
Well, you got to remember, it's not just the fireworks event. It's the fundraising events as well.
Okay.
We need volunteers for them too.
Okay.
We need ideas. We need ways of raising the money, things like that. Ultimately, if everyone...
Like a fresh pair of eyes type thing?
That, and you just... The Lions Club for 20 plus years, told the community, if everyone donated just $1 a year, $1, it's what?
That's less than coffee every day.
That's 9 cents a month. A little less.
So let's be honest. Everyone on the show already knows this. I work at a financial institution. I don't do any of the financials.
Okay. So that's 9 cents a month.
Okay.
If everyone in town did that, the fireworks would be fully funded. Now, with the cost, it's more like $2.
Still less than a cup of coffee.
Yeah, still less than a cup of coffee. $2.
And that's a one-time donation of $2.
That's a one-time donation a year.
Okay.
Come on. It's not hard. But that requires everyone. We're at 28,000 people here in Ridgecrest.
Mm-hmm. And growing.
And growing. And we have people from outside of town donating.
Yeah.
We have people from out of state donating.
Well, and I think it's people that grew up here and knew it, and they're like, hey, we don't want you guys to lose this.
Yes.
I have some friends that live in bigger cities. They're like, we are shocked that this is such a struggle.
Yeah. Well, a lot of everyone understands that it's normally the city that puts on the show. Like Lake Isabella, it's the Chamber of Commerce. Kernville, it's all of their Chamber of Commerce but this is Ridgecrest is the Ridgecrest Lions and Ridgecrest Shoutouts. We are a nonprofit organization. We don't,
So not affiliated with City of Ridgecrest.
Correct.
Okay.
The city itself has nothing to do with
why we got to make things difficult around here. Come on now.
It's just the way it is. People always attribute it as Ridgecrest, the city of Ridgecrest fireworks, and that's not the case.
I think that's an eye-opening, enlightening experience to hear. Like, okay, so this is why we struggle, and this is how it is. And I really hope the community backs it up.
Yeah, I hope so too.
So, because it is nice. I mean, it's hard to hear every year, like, our fireworks show isn't happening or what's going to happen this year. So
2018 was a very, very big eye opener for people when it didn't happen. And everyone's like, what happened? Why didn't we have it? Where were they? And when the Lions Club stepped up and said, hey, we warned everybody that we weren't doing it. Nobody paid attention. That's part of the problem. Pay attention, people.
Don't just scroll through for the funny kitten videos.
Yeah, there's a search bar on Facebook. Look up Ridgecrest fireworks.
So, and then they can also find information on the Shoutouts aid page.
Oh, yes. They can find information about what Ridgecrest Shoutouts aid does. And they can find information about the fireworks on there. They can find information on Ridgecrest Shoutouts about the fireworks.
Okay. I mean, anywhere.
Yeah.
You just have to know where to look.
Well, all you have to do is search. And Facebook provides a search bar. And
I know if you scroll down a few posts from this, we've shared it, we've talked about it, we've tagged, so.
Oh, yeah.
And if not, shoot me a message on the Desert Valleys page and I'd be happy to direct you where to go. Well, thank you so much for being here. And like I said, here's our first donation because all the tellers and everyone out there is still pushing. We have one more day of getting donations. This is a little bit unique for us. We are pre-recording this today. So here's the first donation of our Stars fundraiser for $2,500 in addition to our annual donation. So thank you again, everybody. Thank you so much, Stephen, for being here. And
thank you for having me.
Yeah, we hope to see everyone on Saturday, July 3rd, starting at 4 p.m. at the fairgrounds.
Yes.
For the show. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.